Yo, what's up, Zach? No way.
Yes way. How's it going?
Good. How about you?
Doing all right, man. Enjoying my last month or two of solitude before baseball becomes crazy.
Yeah, hopefully it starts on time.
Yeah, it's kind of a mess right now, huh?
Yeah, hopefully it'll start on time, which is actually my first question. Do you think that the MLB will get 162 games in?
I think they will. I'm still hopeful. Looks like spring training might get messed up a bit, but
Yeah,
I think they're going to play a full season. I mean, who knows what's going to happen with COVID, right? But
yeah,
I'm an optimist. I think they're going to make it happen.
I agree. I hope spring training. I saw something that said spring training might not, but I hope it does. Um, my next question is, what is your favorite part other than getting baseballs to do at MLB games?
My favorite park, other than forgetting baseballs,
Yeah.
I got to go with Fenway. Oldest stadium. I think it's the weirdest, and I love the vibe there more than any other place. It just feels like a party every day in Boston.
Yeah.
And, it's like I feel like fans everywhere accuse me of being a Yankee fan because I'm always at Yankee Stadium. I'm not a Yankee fan. And then here I am saying that I love Fenway. That's going to piss off Yankee fans. I grew up as a Mets fan, so people think that I'm a Mets fan now. I'm not. I don't have a favorite team. Just letting everybody know for like the 819th time. Don't have a favorite team.
Oh. My
Who's
next,
your favorite team, by the way?
the Cubs, the Cubs.
All right. Well, I will say that Wrigley and Fenway are both top notch. Like those are the two oldest stadiums, and I think they're neck and neck. But I'll give Fenway the slight edge because the Green Monster is so weird and cool.
Yeah. Although Wrigley has the Ivy.
It is hard to compete with the Ivy. I'll give you that.
Yeah. My next question is, what is the best place to get baseballs?
Well, it has been Camden Yards, in my opinion, for a long time. But now that they're moving the fences back in left field,
Oh, they are.
I think that's going to be kind of a mess out there. So we'll have to see how that affects the number of baseballs ending up in the seats. But the Orioles also last year started opening this stadium only 60 minutes before first pitch, which is absurd and so anti-fan. I can't believe that any major league team is allowed to get away with that, even with COVID. You got to give people at least 90 minutes. So Camden Yards is slipping quickly on my list of places to visit. They might have commemorative baseballs this year, so I might have to go there at some point. But not looking forward, really, the way things are going in Baltimore these days.
Yeah. My fourth question is, what's your favorite state? Oh, well, you answered that with Fenway, right?
My favorite state?
Stadium.
Oh, stadium. Yeah, I mean it's been Camden over the years. I really like Globe Life Park where the Rangers were playing. Through 2019, the new stadium there, not so great. Love Fenway. I do love Wrigley. Great vibe there. Cincinnati, I always have fun at Great American. I always catch lots of baseballs. It's pretty chill, not too crowded. So, the answer to my favorite stadium or even least favorite stadium can change from season to season because the rules change, the configuration of the stadium can change, the size of the crowds can change. Like a stadium might be fun if the team is sucking and they only get 10,000 fans per game. But then maybe they'll go on a winning streak for a number of seasons, make the playoffs, and then suddenly they're sold out, and it's not as fun. I mean, it's fun from a baseball fan perspective, being in a full house, feeling that energy. But if you're there to try to collect stuff, then I definitely prefer to go where there are more empty seats.
Yeah, I agree. Like when I go to a game with not as many people or get there early and there's not so many people, it's much easier to get
You
baseball.
know how it goes. Yeah.
Yep. My next question is, what's your favorite social media platform?
Ooh. I mean, not counting YouTube, I guess. I mean,
Yeah,
um, I guess TikTok, just because like the numbers there are kind of ridiculous. You have a ton of followers on TikTok. How many do you have?
I'm about to hit 50K, but I got banned at 120K.
What the hell is wrong with the TikTok people? Why would they ban you? Do you know what happened?
I have no idea why they banned me.
Zero idea.
Well,
Do you have a theory?
my guess, this is one guess I have, is I tried going live once because it let me go live, but I think you have to be 16 or something to go live. but that should yes, but because it let me go live at first.
And so Insta doesn't have that rule?
No, they don't have that rule.
How old are you, by the way?
14.
All right. I mean, you could round up to 16.
Yeah.
Well, congrats on boosting those numbers back up on TikTok. That's awesome. You'll get back to 100,000 soon. Everybody here, give them a follow on TikTok and on Insta.
Thank you.
Yes.
My next question is, what is your biggest milestone other than hitting 10,000 baseballs?
Can I talk about the future? Can I talk about my future 100th game home run ball?
Yeah.
I feel like that's going to be a really big one. But okay, things that have actually happened. I guess other than catching a player's milestone, and I've gotten a few, because that's not really a milestone for me. It's more of the player's thing. I guess probably getting my 1,000th ball. You know, anytime you add another digit, whether you're playing a video game or going for TikTok followers or collecting baseballs, it's pretty exciting to add a digit. I think at this point I'm done adding digits. I don't think I'm ever getting to 100,000 baseballs unless I break into the Rawlings baseball factory in Costa Rica in the middle of the night with a U-Haul truck. So, yeah, I remember getting my 1,000th ball. I was 18 years old. It was at Shea Stadium, the Mets' old ballpark. There was a magazine writer who was with me for the day, and I was really excited to run around and catch lots of balls and have him write about it. And of course it rained and there was no batting practice that day. And I started the day with 998. So I got a couple of toss-ups, got number 1,000. It's pretty exciting. So yeah, I still have that baseball here at my place. Got it signed by Pedro Borbon Jr., the player who threw it to me. So yeah, I'll go with number 1,000.
All right. What is your next goal, your next milestone that you're trying to get?
That's a good question. Well, I would really love to catch a Shohei Ohtani home run. It doesn't even have to be a certain number home run for him, although I guess if MLB does play a full season, he might hit his 100th career home run, right? This coming season. That would be cool. But any ball that he hits, I'd love to catch another Mike Trout home run that I actually keep this time. Because the one Trout homer that I got, I gave him the ball after that game.
It was his first home run, right?
That was his first, yeah. And I really would like to get to 100 game home run balls, and I'm at 81 right now. So I guess that's definitely a goal. I always just want to get to as many different stadiums as possible, but I don't really have a milestone with that coming up because I've been to 61. So like, is 65 a milestone? Not really. 70, kind of. I don't know. Am I ever going to get to 100 stadiums? Will I add 39 more Major League Baseball stadiums? That's tough. So we'll see if that ever happens somehow. If MLB keeps playing overseas and all these weird venues, Field of Dreams and that kind of stuff, you know, wherever they go, I will definitely go there as well. But I don't know if I'm going to add 30 more stadiums in my lifetime. Wait, I got to know, how many stadiums have you been to?
Milwaukee, Wrigley, Cincinnati, Great American Ballpark, White Sox Stadium. I forget what it's called now. It's Guaranteed
Rate Field.
American Fan. Oh, I said that.
You got to have this number memorized, my man.
I think 6.
6? All right. Here's your homework assignment. When we're done chatting and when you're off Insta Live, I want you to make a list of all the stadiums you've been to. Try to figure it out chronologically, you know, and write them all out and tally that up and let me know. Because this is a number that you got to have in the back of your mind. And if you've been to 6, that means you have a chance of adding a digit. You'll maybe get to your 10th stadium, if not this year, hopefully sometime soon.
Yep. My next question is, who's the nicest player you've met?
Heath Bell. Yeah, for those who don't know about Heath Bell, he was a 3-time All-Star as a closer. He basically was Trevor Hoffman's setup man. And then when Trevor Hoffman departed, Heath Bell took over as the closer for the Padres. And he was lights out for a few years. I think a lot of people who do remember him forget just how dominant he was because he struggled a bit in the last few years of his career, but he was the man for a while. And I got to know him when he came up with the Mets because I live in New York and the Mets were playing at Shea Stadium. I was there all the time. They sucked. they used to open 2.5 hours early, so you could get in really early when the Mets were still on the field and no one was there. So I got to know Heath, and he was just super cool with me over the years, just became friendlier and friendlier. And, I stayed at his house 5 years ago.
Oh, wow.
Out in California, and we road trip together to the World Series in Los Angeles. And, we've met up in New York and had lunch, and we chat on the phone sometimes. So it's rare that I become friendly with players outside of stadiums. A lot of guys will recognize me and say, hey, from the field. But yeah, there aren't too many guys that I'll meet up with, just like in normal everyday circumstances. So Heath Bell is number one for me.
Oh. Who's your favorite YouTuber that you watch?
I love watching Mark Rober.
Yeah, me too.
Because I'm a sucker for science stuff. And I think his videos are very well made. Just all the goofy stuff with people falling down and hurting themselves, but not too badly. Like I am a sucker for that kind of stuff. So sometimes I'll work out, I'll do push-ups and crunch.
Oh, I have no idea what happened, but
what the heck? You hung up on me, Johnny.
No, I had no idea what happened.
How rude!
Out. I saved it. Got saved though, so I checked to make sure it's saved. Though.
All right, that's good. I don't know what happened. I was talking to you about how I like to watch Fail Army and work out,
and then it just failed.
And then you hung up on me because you're so rude. I'm just kidding. We're back. We're back. I was trying to ask you, but I don't know if it went through. Who your favorite YouTubers are that you watch?
Well, definitely you're number one, since I've been watching you 5-7 years, however many. Yeah, it's 5 years I think I've been watching you. And then I like watching a lot of baseball. Outside of baseball, definitely Mr. Beast.
Okay. Yeah, Mr. Beast is everywhere.
I think those are all the questions. Well, I have one more, just so I can get another TikTok video in.
We're gonna dance together for TikTok.
Woohoo. Would you say shout out to Johnny the G123?
Yeah. What's up, everybody? Zack Hample here. Shout out to Johnny the G123. Ooh yeah.
Thank you. I think that's all the questions that I have. Thank you so much for joining.
You're very welcome. And to everybody posting comments here, I'm sorry that I couldn't answer all your comments. I was trying to keep an eye on them, but Johnny and I have just been chatting up a storm. So, I'll answer you guys. Leave a comment on my new TikTok. Leave a comment on my next YouTube video. And I'll catch you guys there.
Thank you so much, Zach.
Yeah, absolutely. Good luck with everything. And maybe I'll see you this season at a ballpark.
Yep, hopefully.
All right.
Thank you.
Later.